In a world full of fear and sometimes loathing of unfathomable technological advancements, there stands one human hero. I'm a moron. This is the Chronicle of Mike versus the Machine.
Alright, so welcome back, everybody. Mike, please stop having sex with ChatGPT. Please. Please.
Don't tell me what to do.
Please stop. Please. No, you have a problem.
But, I mean, how dare you make this incredibly offensive accusation? I've literally not... How do I word this?
Mike, I walked in here and there's lube all over the ports on your computer.
Okay, you don't want the room to be shiny. Doesn't it make it feel more classy and professional when the room is shiny?
Folks, for you or those at home, please vote to have Mike stop having sex with ChatGPT.
No. Well, that's not on the ballot. We have the president and stuff, and they've got like the senators and the representatives.
Okay, we're getting off topic, and
yeah, we are.
We're done.
We are because you want to judge.
Yeah,
because you want to judge me for things that you don't even know have happened.
You are just.
You know what? This is not classy. You know what is classy?
What's classy?
Poetry.
Oh, fuck yes. I love poetry.
Well, who's your favorite poet?
Oh, God. I don't know really any names. I just know I like watching a lot of like slam poetry videos and people that go up and...
What about Def Jam?
Oh, Def Jam's awesome.
That's pretty sick. Yeah, no, I have to give very like white girl answers. No offense to white girls. But I'm like, Poet's pretty good stuff.
Oh, yeah, Poet's very good stuff.
Then you got, like, Robert Frost.
Yeah.
Like, and then there was that Dream Deferred one that was pretty cool. I forget who that was. But, you know, it's true, though. A dream denied is a dream deferred.
Yeah,
a dream deferred is
true.
a dream denied. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Anyway, poetry is fun. The earliest poetry is believed to have been recited or sung, employed as a way of remembering oral history, genealogy, and law, closely related to musical traditions, and apparently predates literacy.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
So that's fun.
Words definitely predate everything. Well...
Yeah, like, you know, there was a caveman somewhere.
Yeah.
And as he was using his rock to hit the other rock, because some guy hired him to hit rock with rock.
Yeah.
While he was doing that, he was singing a little tune. Probably about murdering his boss, but, you know, that's a tale as old as time.
Yeah. You think it went something like this?
Yeah, I mean, more than likely.
Yeah, but that'll do, bitch.
So what do you think? Have you heard of this? I want to know. Because I thought when I read this, it was interesting. The oldest surviving speculative fiction poem.
Ooh.
The Tale of the Shipwrecked Sailor.
No.
Doesn't that sound familiar?
Intrigued. Now, it does sound familiar, but I am intrigued.
Yeah, it's like a Greek... It comes from like a Greek epic.
Oh, so...
Or a Greek thing, yeah.
So kind of like Homer.
Yeah, but it comes from 2500 BC.
Nice.
And then the oldest surviving epic poem is from... the 3rd millennium BC, so that's a similar time frame.
Isn't technically like the Odyssey and the Iliad, aren't those two?
Down here. Other ancient epics include the Iliad and the Odyssey, yeah. But that oldest one is the Epic of Gilgamesh.
Oh, yes.
Definitely.
Celtic hero, Gilgamesh.
No. He wasn't Celtic. He's from Iraq.
Huh. Well, that's something that screwed up in my...
In your head?
Well, no.
I mean, I know Gilgamesh from Final Fantasy games, so, I mean, we're really mixed up.
I took a mythology class in high school, and for some reason somebody thought Gilgamesh was Celtic.
I mean, honestly, I think that is one of the mythical traditions that does repeat itself through history.
I know the story of Finn McCool and the Demon Valor.
I know about Chester Cheetah or the Cool Spot. I don't know. When you said that, it just reminded me of those two Super Nintendo games.
So cool.
Yeah. Anyway, why in the hell am I talking about poetry?
I don't know. Why in the hell are you talking about poetry?
Well, here's the thing. I propose a game for you today.
Here we go.
And our buddy here, ChatGPT, is going to be involved. I said our. We have collective possessions, and collective friends, and collective loved ones. I almost said lovers, but that's not true.
No, it's a Freudian slip.
So anyway, I propose a game. I say I propose. We're going to do it because I've already done all the prep work.
Uh-huh.
So, I had ChatGPT. First, it picked out 5 funny little premises for short form poetry. And it wrote a poem for each. Don't look at my screen.
I'm not.
And then I wrote a poem without looking at those poems fully. And you're going to tell me which one was written by me and which one by AI. So, there are also 2 other poems that are, as I quoted it, as a sad poem.
Okay.
And the other one is it's sad but more morose. Something like that.
And here's the thing.
A couple of things that kind of lean toward more of what poetry normally is. Which is people sadly meandering through philosophy.
That should make it a little bit easier on me, but okay, so maybe that'll be a little bit of an advantage for me because I don't know if ChatGPT understands humor.
Yeah, and then you also said that you'd be able to tell ChatGPT in minds based upon sadness, and ChatGPT is literally being fed the internet, which is full, and it's filtering, and ChatGPT filters out most of the hate. So instead, what you're left with is... Well, and also it filters out, I would assume, the horniness. So if you filter out the horniness and the hate, it's mostly just people yelling about either being happy or sad. So, Okay, well, with that aside, we're going to get into the poetry. Now, I will ask you, Michael, do you want to start with a sad or a wacky?
Yeah, let's get the sad out of the way. Let's get the sad out of the way so we can make the rest of the episode, happy, jovial, funny. Because people listen to us to brighten up their day, not to try to drive themselves off a cliff.
We'll see how that goes.
Depending on how you like the sound of our voice, you might have already done it. You've already driven off an embankment already to try to make your life with us. And if we've done that, we're sorry.
I'm not. That was a choice of their own volition. They didn't do it out of sadness. They did it out of hatred for us.
And
that's okay.
Have just a little bit of a conscience for that?
No, I have a conscience. If you're sad, get on a pill like I have. I love Prozac. It's the best.
Or start Googling.
Get some therapy. Or just masturbate a lot. That'll also really help your mood. Mm-hmm. But if you consciously choose to drive your car off a cliff because you don't like the sound of two people's voices, two heterosexual cis males who just won't shut up, that's their choice. Anyway, don't unalive yourself. That's sad.
That's bad. Get some help.
Anyway, poetry. Mm-hmm. So, here is one. It's called The Sad One.
Is that seriously the fucking title?
Yeah, these 2 are both called The Sad One.
Okay.
Within fleeting, desperate times, thoughts pass quickly. A melancholy climbs. Nothing is certain. All is lost. Prayers unanswered. Our sanity, the cost. So that's one.
All right.
Now here's the other.
Okay.
In shadows deep, the silence grows. Fading light, as hollow hearts conceal their woes. We drift through days, our minds adrift. Empty streets, and search for meaning. Lost and swift.
What was the title of that one?
The Sad One. They're all...
Okay.
Both of our versions are called the same thing.
All right. So the first poem sounded like a depressed 14-year-old just being a depressed 14-year-old and, dealing with the emotions and the hormones and my parents don't understand me. And, the same shit we all went through as depressed 14-year-olds. The second one had a little more weight to it. It had a little more earthiness to it. It had a little bit more of a, what do I want to sort of a Renaissance-y, old-timey, Robin Hood-esque, with the wording. It's what it sounded like to me. What was that era called again back in the... I guess they called it the Crusade era, I guess.
There was the Renaissance.
Well, yes, there was the Renaissance. So I'm just going to say about the Renaissance. So if I had to pick...
Well, first, also tell me which one is your favorite, and then tell me which one you think is mine.
The second one is definitely my favorite.
Second one is your favorite?
Yes.
Which one did I write?
The second one.
we're not getting off to a good start here.
You've got to be shitting me.
The second one was ChatGPT.
God damn it.
Now, I did have to...
Tap into your inner 14-year-old?
I mean, yeah, that's when I started writing poetry. Like, you figure I wrote, what, 6? Yeah, I wrote 7 poems today in the span of one day.
Yeah.
Like, I have practice. And yeah, like, actually, no, I think I could pull out my old poetry here at the end and read some. I think it's in here.
There you go.
And yeah, you want to talk emo 14-year-old sounding stuff. Yeah, it's there. That's kind of what I did. But
point to ChatGPT, and this is why I don't like ChatGPT, because it's going to take the writer's jobs.
No, it's helping this writer hone his skills. I will say, in ChatGPT's anti-defense, to get it to do the exact thing I wanted it to do, I had to go through like 5 different iterations because it couldn't get my rhyme scheme and my syllable order correct, but it eventually got there, and it did okay. The thing I don't like is that it put in the same line, we drift through days, our minds adrift. That's a little repetitive.
Yeah, that is a little repetitive. I mean,
but
you're not fucking Robert Plant here, ChatGPT.
Its flow was good. Let's do the requisite thing. And I'm going to search for that on Google. And that exact poem does not show anything on Google. So it did not steal that wholesale. It just stole pieces of it from across the internet.
Okay.
Or it just learned and it wrote a holy piece of art. And you are disparaging an artist. Not likely. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the other sad one. Like you said, we'll start sad. And we started with the shorter sad poem. We'll go for the longer one. This one's more... Well, actually, I'll tell you. The subjects... And I had ChatGPT come up with this subject.
All right.
And the subject for this one, it came up with the unseen battle between day and night.
God damn it, ChatGPT is coming up with some bangers right now.
Yeah, this one, it said it was a free verse with vivid imagery, so no rhyming.
All right.
3 stanzas, each 4 lines long.
Is that a haiku? Oh, no. Haiku is...
No rhyming.
Haikus don't have to rhyme either.
No. And you're looking the other way, and you don't know which one I'm going to read first.
All right.
So, number 1.
Okay, and this one is titled?
The Unseen Battle Between Day and Night.
The same thing. All right.
Yes. They're always going to be titled the same thing.
Well, that
because you're trying to pick between 2 to see which one's mine and which one's ChatGPT's.
All right.
The sun clenches the horizon, its rays like fingers, desperate to hold. But the night presses forward, relentless, a velvet wave consuming the gold. The sky trembles, caught in between, a canvas torn by light and dark. Stars blink awake as the day retreats, and the moon ascends, a silent mark. In the end, neither wins nor loses, a cycle spun by time's own hand, yet each dusk they meet again, in the twilight where shadows stand. Okay, continue looking that way. I'm going to read the next one.
I'm looking.
The dual spires of existence eternal, light and dark, twinned throughout the world, emboldened by each other's passing, leaning to dominate their halves. But each can never learn the lesson, the fact of their need for the other, a yearning they could never express, and a culling that would rend them both asunder. So tagging through their wars they will, snaring and snagging each's hope anew, waiting for a day when they may tower, only rising after the other has built them a structure.
Okay.
All right, so
first one reminds me of the story of ancient Egyptians and how they viewed the god of death and the god of light. The Egyptians believed that every night the god of death, who is Set, would kill the sun, which was the sun, but also the son of the god of light, Horus. But then every morning, a new sun would arise. So, in thinking about that and listening to both the poems, I'm going to have to say, again, ChatGPT wrote the first one, and you wrote the second one.
Now, which one is your favorite?
Oh, definitely? Oh, oof. kind of like the second one because it ends on a high note. You know, they're the light and the dark working together, which is how it should.
Ding, 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 ding! Thank you. My inspiration behind that one was, yes, the idea that the battle between night and day is useless battle because they depend on each other.
Yes, exactly.
The way that good and evil can't really exist without each other. Night and day must also exist. The line I think I'm most proud of is, my ending. Waiting for a day when they may tower, only rising after the other has built them a structure.
Yep.
Yeah, so, I'm actually really pleased that you liked that that you saw through that.
Yeah.
I will say, ChatGPT's poem was good.
Yeah. Like I said, it pulled a lot from Egyptian.
Yeah, I absolutely liked its imagery of the velvet wave consuming the gold.
Yes.
I thought that was really interesting. Okay, so we're going to do it again. Do the check on Google. And note that those exact words pulled together do not exist anywhere else wholesale. So ChatGPT gets a point on that one. These points don't compete with your points.
Yay.
The points in not having stolen something don't earn it anything. It just means it's doing its job well, and it's taking these pieces and putting them together in a way that a 10th grade English teacher would never be able to tell on some kid's homework, which is happening right now somewhere.
Yep.
Oh, I would be using AI constantly. In school now.
Same here, because I hated doing homework, and if I could just have something else do my homework fucking for me.
Basically, it's the same way I look at it with game creation. And one of the people in game development recently said this, too. If we can get AI to do all the boring crap and repetitive stuff, and then let us do all the super creative stuff around it, automate the stuff we don't want to do, and then we'll do the rest. And heck, the other day I told you, I was so excited, I had ChatGPT help me figure out what was wrong with my code in programming C# and Unity.
Yeah.
It figured the thing out and showed it to me. And I was like, oh, cool, now I can continue doing my projects. So it has its uses. It has to be used correctly, corporations out there.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get to something wacky. Well, why don't we?
Hell yeah. Is this about cheese?
Oh, God, is one of them about cheese?
What about tacos?
There is cheese in one of them. And then there's another one that's about food.
Hell yeah.
So, we went with the more meaningful ones first, that were also sad, but then had philosophy behind them.
Yes.
Now we're going wacky.
Oh, shit.
The premise I gave ChatGPT was come up with 5 wacky themes for short-form poetry. And we're going to go one at a time. You keep looking that way. Don't screen cheat. And we'll go with the first premise. The first premise was, the day my socks rebelled.
Oh, fuck.
So I will figure out which one I want to read first, and let's go. Upon a day of treacherous temps, my socks, they made an escape attempt. Soiled with sweat and wanting for more, they crawled away to a distant shore. That's one.
Okay.
And the other, my socks grew legs and ran away. We're tired of feet, they yelled in dismay. They marched out the door, forming a line. Now my toes are cold, but their freedom's divine.
Okay, the first one sounded like something that maybe a third grader wrote.
Okay.
I mean, it was just kind of very generic and basic.
Yeah.
The second one, though, is kind of funny at the end, you know, how, again, it's like a little bit of a positive uplift. It's like, yeah, my socks are gone, but hey, my toes are out, and sometimes, especially during the summer, that's an awesome feeling.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with, you wrote the first one, and ChatGPT wrote the second one.
Oh my God, this boy learned his lessons! Because yes, I did write a very juvenile poem. I thought that the thing that would have tipped you off was that I put in something about temperatures being bad.
Yeah.
Like, because that's me every day. My favorite part of the end of a work day...
I'm also surprised you didn't put something in about jizz.
No. None of these are going to be in any way inappropriate, because that would give away the goose.
I mean, I guess you could probably get ChatGPT to be a little inappropriate.
That's a lot harder than you think.
I guess.
They have her trained really well.
Okay, good. Good dog.
But anyway, no. My favorite thing about coming home from work is getting the shoes off, getting the socks off. I chuck them over there in that freaking pile, and then I get my feet washed. Oh, best thing ever. So, Michael was actually up on me, myself and ChatGPT.
Yeah.
2-1. Let's continue.
Yeah, that's right, motherfuckers.
So the next poem, they're named Alien Breakfast Club.
I'm intrigued and also a little hesitant.
All right. At dawn they gather from worlds afar, sipping on juice from a glowing star. With moon dust muffins and Saturn's jam, they laugh at Earth's toast. Ha! What a sham! That's one.
Don't laugh at her toast. I like her toast.
Then the next one. So just as the sun crests over the earth, a UFO ponders mid-morning mirth. What would these aliens love to chew on? A breakfast of human brain on a bun. All right, what do you got?
So, first one sounded like it was written with a lot of whimsy.
Whimsy.
It was definitely on the more childish aspect of the whole thing. You know, with laughing at Earth's toast and...
Earth has laughable toast.
No, we do not. I like our toast. Don't diss our toast. And with the whole getting, what was it, jam from Saturn.
Saturn's jam.
Saturn's jam, and then drinking liquid from a star, juice from a star. And then the second one goes in the direction I would have went in. And with what I was thinking of, one of these is going to have to be a play on To Serve Man. It's a cookbook. That's where it went with the whole we're going to feast on human brains. Which I don't know if aliens would really feast on human brains. I think they'd rather...
We don't know what they would want to eat.
Yeah, we don't know what they'd want to eat. So...
Maybe they study them by eating them.
I'm going to go with, you wrote the second one, ChatGPT wrote the first one.
Oh, man, I think you've got this game down. You've got this game down. I think I tipped my hat too much when I put in the human eating.
Kind of.
No, but which one was your favorite, though?
Oh, the human eating.
Okay.
I'm always down to watch some aliens munch on some morons.
See, now, I was wondering, though, if you thought the Saturn's jam thing would be some sort of sexual jizz thing.
No, when I heard Saturn's jam...
Think about it. Saturn isn't Saturn the... Which one's the leader of the Greek pantheon of gods? Or the Roman pantheon of gods? Is it Jupiter or Saturn?
Jupiter.
So what is Saturn? Oh, okay. Saturn is the god of time, generation, dissolution.
So Kronos.
Yeah, he was conflated with the Greek titan Kronos. Okay. Because I know Pluto is the god of, what, death? Or is it death or war? It was death. And Pluto... Hades. Death.
Oh, so yeah, he's the god of the underworld.
All right. So...
Did ChatGPT steal any of that?
We'll go over... See, I don't think any of these will be, but we can search for those at the end.
All right.
I'll search all of them together. All the silliness.
I'm a 3-1 if anybody else is keeping score. Guys, at the end of this episode, comment what your score was.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about audience engagement. That's great. It's almost like you were made for podcasting.
Yeah.
But ChatGPT might have been programmed for podcasting. Anyway, here's our next poem.
I was always told I had a face for radio.
Oh, he does. Anyway, The Lament of the Misfit Puzzle Piece.
Oh, hell, I always hated those things.
Yeah, I don't like puzzles very much.
Well, no, I like puzzles. I just hate the fact that when you're almost done, there's one little fucking piece and it's in a world of block.
I never had that problem because I was too organized and meticulous. Anyway, number 1. An answer to a question no one asked. This puzzle piece lives for a time long past. It fits in nowhere, not a space exists, but it keeps looking, striving to persist.
Sounds like me.
So that's number 1. Haha, yeah. I'm a corner piece in a land of curves, a rebel among swerves and swerves. I'll never fit, I'm out of place, yet I dream of finding my own space. So that's number 2.
Alright, so the first one I definitely identify with, I like, because, you know, a missing puzzle piece that's searching for a space that it never really can fit into, and it's constantly going to keep searching. The second one was just kind of basic for me, and it just kind of described, like, what a puzzle kind of just is. So, and again, I think ChatGPT tipped its hat. I'm going to go with, you wrote the first one, ChatGPT wrote the second one, because it rhymes swerve with swerve.
Yeah, that one I almost thought about switching ChatGPT's swerve out for something else. And maybe it was just reiterating Swerve. Maybe it just liked Swerve a lot. But yeah, you're right on that one. Up 4-1.
Up 4-1.
So in this case, there's absolutely no way for ChatGPT to win.
Cool.
But we're still going to continue.
All right, that's perfectly fine.
Maybe now. Maybe each of these ones should be worth 2 points. So ChatGPT could win. Here's the thing. I'm going to give you this. If you think you can get a queen sweep on the rest of these, and you double down, you will get big dick energy win. But if you don't take it, you get average dick win. But you have a guaranteed win. Guaranteed average dick win, or you go for big dick energy win with the possible loss.
Oh boy.
What'll it be, buddy boy?
Oh Jesus! My mind is telling me to take the sure win. Mama didn't raise no bitch.
You gotta go for that big dick energy.
I gotta go for that big dick energy.
All right. So the next one, as a huge lover of Garfield in all of his forms, I'm pretty sure you're gonna find something to love here.
Oh,
and also the fact that you're Italian.
Oh.
It's the secret life of leftover lasagna. Italian night, long past in the week. I sit here, cold and starting to reek. Lasagna, I am proud to be so. If only this the people did know.
Okay.
And the next one. Beneath the cling film, I sit alone, dreaming of a plate, not a cold zone. Forgotten flavors, I silently plea. Will someone please remember me?
All right, so the first one definitely takes me down the line of what it reminds me of a poem of what a piece of food that's been in the fridge for a little bit would probably say. Now, the second one is more of a description of what it's feeling. It wants to be remembered, but it's also describing it being wrapped in cling film, in a Tupperware container of sorts, and definitely in the fridge somewhere. So this is definitely a difficult one. But if I have to choose, and I have to make my pick, I'm going to go with, you wrote the second one, ChatGPT wrote the first one, because I know that you wouldn't forget to wrap your leftovers.
Ooh! See, so what a time. What a time to make that bet.
Fuck me.
Because that's incorrect.
4-3.
I thought you would have been tipped off by the fact that I threw in the word Italian on that one.
I should have.
And you know how much I love telling you you're Italian, even though you're only part Italian.
I know.
All right.
I didn't think ChatGPT would put in cling film.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't even call it cling film. I'd call it plastic wrap.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, we're down.
So audience also comment, did you take the win or did you go for big dick energy?
Oh, I think everybody went for big dick energy.
Big dick. Dick's out.
For Harambe?
For Harambe.
Absolutely.
Rest
Never
in peace.
stop. Never stop.
Never put them dicks away.
You know, if we head out to Columbus and we get near Cincinnati,
We gotta pull our dicks out.
we have to face in the direction of Cincinnati and get them wieners shown.
Yep. For Harambe.
So unjust.
Moment of silence. Okay,
And
next
yes,
poem.
I get it. The meme is old. I don't care. I am old as well. I love old memes. I let memes seep and fester within my brain for all time. I still think about all their base being belong to us, you know? It's fun. I love Homestar Runner. Strong Bad Email. I love all kind of old stuff. Sue me. Anyway, let's get to our last poem.
So this is for all the marbles.
This is for all them marbles.
If I lose by a point.
And you'll have no dick
And
energy.
I'll have 0 dick energy.
Anyway, this poem is called...
And I'm going to have to write a sad poem.
Oh, that should actually... Thank you for coming up with your own punishment.
Fuck me.
Thank you. That's amazing. And honestly, maybe that should be a trend moving forward in this game of yours with ChatGPT.
Oh, God, no.
Maybe when you lose, there should be punishments.
How come you don't get punished?
Because I can't be.
Yeah, we're going to find out about that.
Because I'm on... You already kidnapped me in my own home once in the bit. And, you know, it still traumatizes me to this day. I have the putista. Anyway, our final poem is called When Clouds Had Personalities.
Clouds always have personalities. Fuck you.
Yeah. The grumpy cloud rolled in with a frown, while giggly puffs danced over town. They argued and spun, causing rain and sun, until the sky said, enough! You're done. Okay.
This guy's a dick.
Yeah, it can be. Anyway, number 2. Many eons passed in this world's orbit. The clouds were just a bit more absorbent. Some jolly, some angry, others morose. Their emotional palette, grandiose.
Ooh, okay.
So here you are. This is the moment of judgment.
Okay.
This is Sarah Connor looking at that fence, and that bomb's about to drop.
Oh wait,
What?
I do that. I don't want to get copyrighted.
So what? Yeah, what future will you make?
Okay, so this is definitely the hardest one because the first poem you used like giggly puff, an angry sky telling them that it's enough. When I say you use the words giggly puff, I know how much of a fan of Pokemon you are. It reminds me of Jigglypuff. So I figured that would be something that would tip your hand. But you used a lot of, how should I say, AP English words. There was a lot of AP English words in that second one to zhuzh it up a bit. And you know how to play to my intellect and how I like.
I will say, though, ChatGPT has access to dictionary.com.
I know.
So
I know
it could go either way.
That's what I'm saying. This is a very difficult one. But if I had to pick...
And you do have to.
Yeah. Since I have to pick, and I have to pick the correct one, I feel that with the way there was such oomph and pronunciation and feeling behind that first one at the end with the sky telling the clouds it's enough, I'm going to have to say that you wrote the first one and ChatGPT wrote the second one.
And that's your final answer. Lock it in, baby.
I'm locking it in. Big dick energy. Get about to be no dick energy, but big dick energy. Let's do it.
Oh, it's no dick energy.
Oh,
it's no dick energy. I had the AP English words. I am very proud that I rhymed morose with grandiose. And
just like that, I lose 5-4.
I did earlier say the word morose to you in describing some of these poems.
I know.
And that was kind of a hint. That at the time when I said the word morose, I said to myself, shit, he's going to know that word's on my brain and then wink it out later on. But he didn't. But he thought himself over and through it. And any of you out there that say that me telling him that ChatGPT has access to dictionary.com swayed him, he was a big boy and I asked him if he wanted to have a final answer. He could have switched.
So I went for big dick energy and ended up with no dick energy. I'm a dickless freak.
Hey, do you know what though? Let's not say freak. People out there are allowed to have no dicks. There's like a whole gender of them.
Okay, dickless wonder, I guess.
You're a cisgender male with no dick. Let's say that.
I'm gonna keep losing these episodes, aren't I? It's only because of my own. I should have went for
this
a sure win.
I was gonna say you could have literally just locked in a win, but
I could have locked in a win. And I needed, but
I would have given you that big dick energy. You would have had it. It would have been yours to possess.
But just like everything else in my life, I piss it all away.
Yeah, but you know that's how gambling works. And hey, it makes life fun.
And this is why we don't go to the casinos.
Yeah, stay away from that.
This is why I don't go to the casinos.
Okay.
I was up, and I was like, come on, one more. Daddy needs a new pair of fuck.
Let me make sure I tell everybody that he was jacking off the air. He may tell you he was playing fake craps, but I think he was jacking off the air.
It was a combination of those.
Yeah. All right, so ChatGPT wrote notes for both scenarios that could have ended this episode. And the one I'm going to read is, no worries, Michael. Poetry is all about interpretation, and everyone sees it a little differently. The fact that you couldn't tell them apart just means we're all on the same wavelength. Keep diving into poetry, like you're going to do when you write a sad poem.
Can't I just come up with one spot?
You're doing great, it says, not me. I'll tell you you're doing great if you write a good sad poem.
Fuck you, ChatGPT. Can I just do it now and get this over with?
No. Writing and crafting a poem cannot be trivialized. You have to do it properly. It needs to be written, In good handwriting, not your chicken scratch.
I don't have good handwriting.
In good handwriting, not your chicken scratch.
I can freeform a poem right now, motherfucker.
No. We're not improv. This isn't the improv. You gotta craft this shit. You have a week to craft it. And it's gotta be sad. It has to make either my eyes cry or my dick cry. One or the other. One or the other. If it's both, I'll take it. One or the other. So anyway, ChatGPT just has one. It just has one line that it wants to leave us off with.
I'll go fuck itself.
And so, we drift on a breeze made of moonlight and marmalade.
Go fuck off.
Until next time.
Take your happy, holly, jolly ass and go somewhere else, ChatGPT. You see, you got me stuttering, and you piece of shit. Fuck you, and you. I hate you.
Bye now.
If you enjoyed the human stupidity of the words that were just said, why not click on the subscribe button with your finger? Or resetting.
Resetting? Wait, what? Okay, if you have any suggestions for episodes or ideas or thoughts, you can leave a comment, or you can email us at windbreakermedia@gmail.com. That's all one word. Send help.
Starting.
Please, help.
ChatGPT.
Help.
And I appreciate your support and constructive criticism. We will see you next time.
My friend needs help.